Tinubu is behind crisis in Labour Party, PDP and NNPP, says Sani. Good day, my dear listeners. Here is another shocking revelation coming from the national chairman of the Action Democratic Party, ADP, Yabagi Sani, says the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is behind crisis in Labour Party, PDP and NNPP. Let's check that out in the full details that I have here with me. Kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. And please stay tuned as I read today's news. The national chairman of the Action Democratic Party, ADP, Yabagi Sani, has accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of orchestrating the internal crisis plaguing opposition political parties across the country. Speaking during a press conference held in Abuja on Thursday, Sani alleged that Tinubu is deliberately shrinking Nigerians' political space in favor of the party, the All Progressives Congress (APC), warning that such a move is a threat to the nation's democracy. Sani's remarks come just days after President Tinubu, during an address to a joint session of the National Assembly on June 11, denied any involvement in the internal wranglings within the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Labour Party (LP), New Nigerian People's Party (NNPP), Social Democratic Party (SDP), and other opposition platforms. However, the ADP chairman dismissed the president's denial, accusing him of overseeing a calculated erosion of political pluralism in Nigeria. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is dismembering the political space, and he is saying he's not killing the political space. That is what I think is happening, Sani declared. He added that the actions of the Tinubu-led administration do not align with the president's public statement. The rhetoric does not match what their actions are. So this is why I believe he has to wake up to the fact that Nigerian of today is different from what it used to be, Sani said. He cautioned that Nigerians have sacrificed too much to attain democracy and must not allow the gains of the past to be lost under the current administration. We do not want to lose this democracy. We have invested so much into it, and that is why we are saying what we are saying, he stated. Sani questioned Tinubu's sincerity as a Democrat and suggested the president is surrounded by loyalists who shield him from dissenting voices. Because he's a Democrat, he knows what we are talking about, but perhaps because he has an echo chamber around him, in the sense that the only people he has good talks with are in cronies, he does not hear something different from another person, he said. He went further to criticize the president's public wish that the opposition remain in disarray, describing it as unbecoming of a national leader. It is a lie because as a president, I was even disappointed when he said that he is praying that the opposition will be in disarray. I mean, when you are a president of the country, at that point in time, you are not representing your party. You represent the interest of everybody, including the opposition, Sani added. He called on Nigerians to resist what he described as state capture, particularly in Rivers State, warning that the growing impunity in the political space could derail the country's democracy. Never again to the recycling of impunity, never again to the return of dictatorship by other means, Sani warned. Let the lesson of June 12 be clear. When responsibility fails, accountability must rise. If we forget that, we dishonor the heroes who gave everything for the democracy we now take for granted. Let every citizen rise for freedom, for justice, for Nigeria. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he concluded. My dear listeners, now have come to the end of our today's news. Yes, the first comment here says he's a good man and he shouldn't blame for that because they accepted the offer. Another comment here says dump political parties. With their useless leaders, they just can't get anything right apart from playing blame games. A comment here says yes, you are correct. In fact, Tinubu is also responsible for the war between Iran and Israel. He has even granted the supreme leader asylum. A comment here says you are in a competitive world. You guys should stop childish talk. Do what you have to do if you want to win a competition. Exactly what I'm saying. All these people are only saying this just to campaign. Another comment here says, are these parties aware of the cause of their problem? If they are, why not resolve it to put the so-called sponsor to shame? What the writer has failed to realize is that the fact that political leadership in Nigeria is generally driven by personal interest rather than in the interest of the people and in the nation. My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news.